Hi ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my YouTube channel, Real-Time Project Management in Developing Countries. In this video, we are going to be talking about outcome. Definitely, I want you to understand that outcome is some of the purposes why every project, for instance, non-profit organizations, humanitarian aid organizations, are designed to impact society positively. So some of the purposes are like the deliverables should be able to affect the society in a positive ways, and the society in return should give something back. That is, the organizations should get a benefit in a way that they feel they've impacted lives, and these people or the society or the community is improving. So we're going to talk about outcome in this video on the project management. Let's get started. So right here, outcome. This is our topic for today. Our topic for today on the project management in this video is outcome. So outcome is connected to behavior change. Let's say behavior change. So change in behavior relates to the deliverables of the organizations or the project design. So if you design a project and you want to implement maybe hygiene project, maybe providing water, maybe education in a community, one thing you want to look at is how you want to impact the people and which direction you want the behavior to change to. You want a child to be able to, a person or a child should be able to read in a way that is that they never used to read before, or you want their mindset of a specific subject to improve. So let's say now you have behavior change, and then we talk about what affects the behavior is your deliverables. So the deliverables is your product or services you have to offer to the community that the community can consume and be able to improve their living condition. So, but before your deliverables are consumed or your deliverables are like being implemented to the community, key things you want to know. You want the beneficiary to have access to your deliverables. You want the beneficiary to use your deliverables. You want the beneficiary to be pleased or feel satisfied with your deliverables. So let's see how this falls within your project design when it comes to outcome. Basically, we will discuss this on another level where we will talk about project monitoring and evaluation. But for now, we deal with outcome, and the purpose for every project design is to change behavior positively through the deliverables. So they gave the community some sort of services or products, and they observe and they see how the project impact the community, how the people consuming consuming their services changing, because they want someone to improve their life. They want this person to change from something really maybe a bad condition to a good condition. And let's see what happens. So we'll say beneficiary now outcome comes with what I just said. It comes with access to your deliverables. Before you change behavior, before you change someone, you have this project design and the activities are right there, and your deliverables, services and the products you're willing to offer the community that will impact the community, that will change the life of the community members. So now, key things that you need to understand before you come to behavior change is you want your beneficiary to have access to your deliverable. You want the beneficiary to use your deliverable. And they should be satisfied with your deliverables. So basically we just put this one in a box. We say behavior change and then your deliverables. So basically you give them what they want. They change the behavior from someone who was not educated. If you had an education program or a childhood education program, this child never probably was not going to school, I've never been to school, and then you offer them something, they start to improve their living condition, they start understanding their mindset, the scope of understanding is expanding as they read and learn from your project deliverables that you're offering. Not learning your project deliverable per se, but you offer them chairs, you offer them school, you construct a nice school building, and then you offer them chairs, and then they go to school from sitting home every day. Now they're in school, now they're learning, they can read A, B, C that they never used to read before, hopefully. And then you want to know, what's the outcome of my project? Or what's my expected outcome, which is your result. Basically, you want to call this a result. Yeah, that's a result. And how can you calculate your result? Is by evaluating performances, by assessing performances. If you assess performance, you assess, you evaluate your project beneficiaries' performances towards your deliverables. You will definitely know that you are resulting to something, and you know how your outcome is like. So basically, the definition for outcome per project management or by monitoring evaluation, which is almost the same, and it's like monitoring evaluation guides the project implementation. So for this one, outcome, you want to define it as the medium-term result from every or any organization's output or from the organization's operation. So it's a medium-term result. That's how we want to define this in a short term. The outcome is a medium-term result. And now basically the outcome is one of the major purposes for which every organization is affecting the society by trying to change behavior in the society and make through the deliverables. So if you cannot make deliverables, you cannot give something, you can't get anything back. So if you give something, one of the benefits you want to have is to see people's life improving. So let's go back to the key three things in offering your deliverables that you need to focus on when it comes to outcome and the beneficiaries, and what you get in return as a project, and what the beneficiary should have. So three key things we're going to look at is we're going to look at access to, which is in practical, because I said my YouTube channel is real-time project management in developing countries. So if we talk about access, let's just deal with access to. Access to your deliverables is, let's say you have your logistic department, all right? And then you did your assessment. you should be able to reach the beneficiary, and they should be able to have access to your services and product. Meaning that, let's say you train a staff, and this staff should be on the field working with the beneficiaries in the community one-on-one. That could be a service. You have a nurse, for instance. The nurse goes on the field, and then she go and check her clients. She go check her beneficiaries and see if they actually come in with a behavior. Or you have a social worker, and the social worker responsibility is to make sure this child, for instance, a child was staying with a foster parent. They need a service from the community or the service from